It is a complete course project. Please learn them in order. This is part 1, modeling. Okay, before we get started, you need to set the project folder. It's really important. So go to File and choose Project window and choose New Project. So I will rename my project of mobile and advertisement, mobile underscore advertisement. So I will choose my D drive. You choose wherever you want. So I give accept. So now I want to go over create panel, polygon primitives, disable the interactive creation. So you want to uncheck the interactive creation. So that means when I click on polycube, it will automatically created in center of grid. Press R and scale in mid. So scale in Z. You want to scale in Y also. So like this. Go to front view. Press W and move in Y. So you want to make this one above grid. So press R and scale in Z. So I want to very thin. So like this. So now I want to select all my edges. So corner edge. So you want to select all 4 corner edge using shift right click and choose bevel edge. So now I decrease my fraction amount. I increase my segment to 5. So like this. So right click and choose object mode. Now right click and choose this face. Shift select and this face. So you want to select both the face of front and back. So shift right click and choose extrude face. So you want to extrude this way and extrude this way like this. So I select this face, so on back side. I select this face on back side, press W and move in Z little bit. So now you want to select this object, shift right click and choose multi-cut tool. So I will cut over here and cut over here and press enter. So you want to do same thing on opposite side. So click over here and press enter. So you want to do same thing on this side. So I will click over here and press enter. So click over here and enter. So now you want to do same thing on this side. So click over here, enter. So click over here, enter. So click over here, enter. So click over here and click over here, enter. Do same thing on this side. Click over here, here and enter. So do same thing. Click over here and enter. So don't connect this one because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. So you want to keep them into quad. So like this. So now we want to make back side also. So before that I will double click on this edge, shift right click and choose bevel edge. So I want to bevel this area. So I will increase my fraction amount like this. So click on outside. So now you want to make connection on back side. shift right click and choose multi-cut tool. So click over here and then you want to connect over here and press enter. So click over here and press enter. So do same thing on this side. So click over here, enter. So click over here and press enter. So do same thing, click over here, enter, click over here and click over here, enter. So click over here, enter. So click over here, sorry, I will use backspace to undo. Click over here, enter. So like this. You want to do same thing on this side. Click over here and click over here, enter. So now we got the basic box shape for our mobile model. So like this. Now I want to decrease little bit size over here. Go to a right view. So right click and choose vertex. So I will select this vertex and move little bit in X. So I want very thin mobile. So like this. So now I got the basic shape of my mobile model. So now I want to make details over here. So double click on this edge, shift right click and choose bevel edge. So I will decrease my fraction to 0.1 and increase segment to 3. So like this. Now I want make shift right click and choose, sorry, double click on this edge, shift right click and choose bevel edge. So you want to decrease the fraction to 0. So you want to go over here, channel box and layer editor, and decrease the fraction amount of 0.05. So very thin. So right click and choose face. So select this face, shift and double click on this face. So that means the whole loop will be selected. So see here. So shift right click and choose extrude face. So you want to extrude in Z. So that means it will go inside all the way to. So and press delete in keyboard. So that means the inner face will be deleted. So right click and choose object mode. So you want to add insert edge loop over here. Shift right click and choose insert edge loop. So you want to insert edge loop in over here. So when the edge loop selected, shift right click and choose bevel edge. So you want to decrease the fraction amount to 0.05. So same thing for here. So shift right click and choose face. So I will select the single face, shift double click on this face. That means whole loop will be selected. See here. Shift right click and choose extrude face. So you want to extrude in Z and press delete in keyboard. So right click and choose object mode. So now go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I got basic mobile model and basic details over here. So now I want to extract this models. So go to window and choose outliner. So now we have only one mesh in outliner. So I will select this one because we are separated this area using extrude and delete. So I will select this model, go to mesh and choose separate. So that means the 3 parts will be separated as each and every piece, so like this. So it will automatically happen in your outliner. So I will extend this group. So I will use control and select this 3 mesh and use shift P to unparent. So that means it will leave that group. So now I select this all 3 poly mesh, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So the group will be gone. So now I will rename my objects of mobile underscore front underscore panel 01. So this is my front part. So I will select my this one back part. So mobile underscore back underscore panel 01. So this is my mobile center part. So mobile underscore center underscore panel 01. So now we got the basic shape for our model and we have exact things. So now we want to make details on front side. Okay, so select the mobile front panel 1. So you want to select this object. Before that I will select this object and control select this object. I will add this in layer, display layer. So I will hide this layer. So now we will have mobile front panel only. So I will select this object, shift right click and choose insert edge loop. So you want to insert edge loop over here and then bottom side. So over here. So now go to, so I will move little bit in Y. So now right click and choose face. So you want to select this 2 face also using shift. So like this you want to select this face. Go to mesh, edit mesh and choose extract. So now you got 2 groups over here. So you want to extend this group. So select this both object and press shift P in keyboard to unparent. So when the 2 mesh selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So our group will be clean. So I will select this front object and press W and move little bit inside because it is an inner part. So I will move little bit inside. So press R and scale little bit big, so very tiny bit big, so you don't show the gap. So like this. So now I select my inner part and rename my object of screen 01 and press enter. So I will select this object, screen object, and right click over here and choose add selected object. So that means our screen will be add to this layer, so it will automatically hide. So now we have this front panel. So don't rename because here we need to extract something. So for our speaker part and camera part, so shift right click and choose insert edge loop, go to front view. So you want to insert edge loop little bit over here and then here like this. Now go to object mode, go to perspective, right click and choose face, select this face, shift select this face. Now go to edit mesh and choose extract. So that means it will be extract into 2 parts. So extend this group, select this both object using control, shift P to unparent that group. So when both the object selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So all our history will be gone. So now you want to rename your objects. So this is an front underscore panel underscore panel 01 panel 01. So I will select this one. So this is an front underscore detail 01. So now I select the front panel 1 and right click on this layer and choose add selected object. So now you have only visible this front detail part. So now I want to convert this mesh as a knobs. So in modify convert we have only sub D to knobs option. So but it's polygon, so there is no polygon to knobs option. So that means first of all you want to convert this mesh as a subdivision, and then you want to convert this as a knobs. So before that, when you convert this mesh as a subdivision, so it will be smoothened. So you want to add insert edge loop on very close to over here, so very close of all four sides. So like this, and then like this. So you also add little bit edge loops over all the sides. So you want to add multiple edge loops because we want to make some details over here. So that means you need lot of edge loops for our objects. So like this. So you want to add multiple edge loops, and this side also. So you want to add lot of edge loops. So now we have lot of history. So right click and choose object mode. So I will select this object, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now my history will be gone. Go to front view. So see here our pivot will be changed over here. So I will select this object, go to modify and choose center pivot. So I will select my object. Now go to modify, convert and choose first of all polygons to sub D option box. So I will reset my settings. So here you need to increase the slider all the way up. So here also you need to increase the slider all the way up and choose create. So see here our polygon will be changed as sub D. So now you want to change this sub D option to nose. So I will select my sub D object, go to modify and choose convert. Here you need to have options to sub D to nose. So I will click on that. So here we have some groups over here. So I will extend this one. So I extend this group. So I will select my sub D to nose shape 1. So and press shift P to unparent. Now go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select this group and press delete in keyboard. So when you convert the sub D object to nose, it will be changed the color. So don't bother about this. You want to apply Lambert to clear this one. So right click and choose assign new material and apply new Lambert. So that's it. Now I want to rename this object of front underscore detail 01. So detail 01. So now it's a knobs object. So I want to change my pivot. So select your knobs object, go to modify and choose center pivot. So now go to curves and surfaces, click on knob circle. So it will automatically created in your center of grid. Sometimes it will not happen. So I will delete my knob circle. Go to create panel, knobs primitives and disable the interactive creation in your knobs primitive settings. You want to disable the interactive creation. So that means when you click on knob circle, it will automatically create an center of grid. Press E and rotate in X 90. So give knob circle section divisions to 12. I select this node circle and move in Y like this. Press 4 in keyboard to see the wireframe mode. So I will keep over here and press R in keyboard and scale in mid like this. So right click and choose control. So before that I will scale in X. So right click and choose control vertex. I will select this control vertex. You want to scale in X, don't keep straight, so you want to keep little bit round shape. So you want to select this control vertex, you want to select like this. Right click and choose object mode. I want to scale in Z like this. So right click and choose control vertex, right click and choose control vertex. I will select this control vertex, so like this. So now you want to select this 5 control vertex and scale in Z. So you want to do same thing on bottom side, so like this. So you want to make extreme straight, so right click and choose object mode, go to front perspective. So I want to check it will be okay or not. So I want to reduce little bit scale, so like this. Okay, press W, move in Z. So you want to keep this node circle in front side. So I will select my node circle and shift select my front detail mesh. Go to front view. Now I want to project this curve on that surface. Go to surfaces and choose project curves on surface. So that means your curve will be projected to your mesh. Press 5 in keyboard. See here, when I select my node circle, so when I move means the curve will be the projection will be followed. So I will undo that one. So I will select my nodes detail, go to surfaces and choose trim tool. So click anywhere on outside, don't select the inner part. So click anywhere on outside and press enter. So that means you got virtual hole on your object. Now I want to delete this node circle. So before that you want to clear this history, otherwise when you see here, when I move, the hole will be followed. So I will undo that one. So select this object, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select my node circle and press delete in keyboard. So now you want hole on this area. So go to front view, press 4 in keyboard, click on node circle. It will automatically created in center of grid. Press E and rotate in X 90. Rotate X to 90. Press W and move in Y over here. So you want to over here and press R in keyboard and scale this object like this. So press W, I want to move a little bit over here, so I will scale a little bit bigger. So this is on camera part. So go to node circle 1 and give section divisions to 20 and press W. I want to move this one this side. Press R and scale little bit big. So I want to give little bit bigger than this hole. So go to perspective, press W. You want to move this in Z. So now when the node circle 1 selected, shift select your front detail, go to front view. You want to do same thing, go to surfaces and choose project curves on surface. So now the node circle will project on your mesh. Press 5 in keyboard, you will able to see. So when the front detail selected, go to surfaces and choose trim tool. So click anywhere on outside, don't select the whole part. So I will select outside and press enter. So that means it will make virtual hole on your object. So I will select front detail and go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select my node circle 1 and press delete in keyboard. So now we want some thickness for this area, so right click and choose trim edge and select this trim edge and shift select this trim edge. Now go to curves and choose duplicate surface curve. So that means you got two curves over here. So our pivot will be in center of grid. So when the two curves selected, go to modify and choose center pivot. So now you want to make duplicate on this two curve. Press Ctrl D to duplicate. So you want to move little bit inside, so like this. So I will select my nerve circle, duplicated curve 1 and shift select this curve and go to surfaces and choose loft, so like this. So sometimes the lighting will not be shown clear, so go to lighting and disable the two side lighting. So see here our lighting will be reversed on this lofted surface. So I will select this lofted surface 1, go to surface and choose reverse direction. So now our lighting will be clean. So you want to do same thing over here. So I will select this duplicated curve 2 and shift select this curve and go to surfaces and choose loft. See here our lighting will be reversed. I will select this and go to surfaces and choose reverse direction. So now our lighting will be clean. So now I select all the object over here and go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select all my nerve circle over here and press delete in keyboard. So before we do another thing, you want to rename this objects. So it's really important. So this is a front detail underscore thickness underscore speaker 01. So you want to do same thing on this area. So front underscore detail underscore underscore thickness 01. So now you want to make over here for our mesh. So go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. So now click on polycylinder, press E and rotate in X 90, press W and move in Y. So over here, so you want to place exactly over here and press R and scale a little bit smaller. So here you want to make that little bit bigger than that hole. So press W. I want to move this one in this side. Go to perspective, press 5 in keyboard, right click and choose face. So select the back face over here and press delete in keyboard. So right click and choose object mode. I want to make center pivot. So go to modify and choose center pivot. Go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. So right click and choose face. So select this one half face and press delete in keyboard. Right click and choose object mode. So right click and choose edge. Select this edge. Shift select this edge. Shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. You want to move over here on center. So I will move little bit in X. So right click and choose object mode. So I will select this object. So I want to keep my pivot in this vertex. So hold D in your keyboard. So click on this vertex. So that means our pivot will be changed to here. So now press Ctrl D to duplicate. So now go to channel box and layer editor. You want to scale X. So you want to give minus value. Don't change any values over here. You will just add minus over here and press enter. So that means you got two objects over here. So select this one and shift select this one and go to mesh and choose combine. So now we have a lot of history. So I will select this object, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So our history will clear. Right click and choose vertex. So I will select this all vertex over here. So I will move little bit inside. So I will move this one in center. So right click and choose object mode. So I want to go to perspective. See here our pivot will be in center of grid. So I want to change the pivot. So select the object, go to modify and choose center pivot. So I want to move, press 5 in keyboard to see the shaded mode. So I want to move little bit over here. So like this. So now we want to make cylinder over here. So click on polish cylinder. It will automatically created in center of grid. So press R and scale like this. So press E and rotate X in 90. So right click on this object and choose face. So I will select this face and delete in keyboard. So right click and choose object mode. So I will select this object, go to modify and choose center pivot. Center pivot, go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. So I want to move this one over here. So zoom in. So you want to place over here. Press R in keyboard and scale in mid like this. Press W and move in X and move in Y. So like this. So now go to perspective, press 5 in keyboard. So you want to move the cylinder little bit in Z. So this mesh and this mesh will be texture in Photoshop, because in speaker slot we make some dots over here. Here we want to apply camera lens image for this object. So I want to rename this two objects. So this one is speaker. So I will give before that front underscore detail underscore speaker 01. So like this. Now I select this object. I want to rename my this one of front underscore detail underscore camera 01. So like this. So now we want to select this all objects. So over here and press Ctrl G in keyboard. So that means your object will be grouped. So see here our pivot will be changed to here. So go to modify and choose center pivot. So our pivot will be changed. So I rename my group of front underscore detail underscore GRP. So that means group 01 and press enter. So now I rehide my layer. So see here, now you got the exact shape over here. So now we want to make detail on our side. Select my center panel over here. So go to channel box and layer editor. So right click over here and choose remove selected object. So that means when I click on visibility, turn off, so our center panel will be stay, so it will leave this layer. So now I select my front detail group over here. So right click and choose add selected object. So that means our front detail group will be add to this layer. So now we want to insert edge loop over here and here, because here we need to cut off our volume locker and lock button. So we will add insert edge loop to here. So I will hide this layer and you will add over here up to here, so like this. Now I hide this layer. So now right click on this face over here and go to edit mesh and choose extract. So that means you have two objects over here. So I will select this two object, press shift P in keyboard. So that means it will leave the group. So when the object selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So our history will be gone. So I will select this object again and rename this object to mobile underscore panel, side underscore panel 01. So I will right click over here and choose add selected object. So now we have this single piece over here. So don't rename until you want to edit. So we have a lot of editing for this object. So now we want to add insert edge loop very closely as we did in front panel. So like this. So you want to add very close to here. So you need to add lot of divisions because we want to convert this object as a subdivision. So when you convert any objects in polygon to knobs, that means you want to add multiple edge loops, otherwise your object will be smooth in these corners. So I want to maintain sharp over here, so I will add multiple edge loops over here. So I will add edge loops also here. Now right click and choose object mode. So I select my object, go to modify, convert. Now you want to choose poly to sub-D option box. So here you need to give full value, so you want to keep the slider all the way to the end. So and choose create. So now see here it will be convert as a subdivision. So now select the poly to sub-D, go to modify, convert. Now you want to convert subdivision to knobs. Option box, here you want to choose replace and choose knobs and choose convert. So now our object will be convert as a knobs. So extend this group, so extend this one and click on this one, press shift P in the keyboard. So that means it will leave the group. So select this object, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So I will select the poly to sub-D group and press delete in keyboard. So now we have only the knob shape. So now right click over here and choose assign new material and choose Lambert. So now our object should be clean. So now we want to make hole on this surface. So using curve tools, so click on knob circle over here. So it will automatically created in center of grid. So go to channel box and layer editor. So extend this one and give sections to 12 over here. So right click and choose control vertex. So I will select my all the control vertex over here. So press R and scale in Z. You want to rotate key in 90. So you want to rotate Z in 90. Press W and move in X. So and move in Y. Go to right view. Now you able to see clearly what we have. Press R in keyboard and scale in mid. Press 4. So press W, you want to move up. Right click and choose control vertex. So I will select this 5 control vertex and press R and scale in X. So you want to do same thing on bottom side. Select this 5 control vertex and scale in Y. So select this 5 control vertex over this side. So you want to scale in Z. So select this 5 control vertex and scale in Z. So now right click on choose object mode. So I will scale in Z and press W. You want to maintain this as a center and press R and scale little bit in Z. So now this is our volume locker button. So check with so I will move little bit over here. So I will rehide this layer. So to check this one is enough or not. So I want little bit scale. So in X. So that's it. Now I hide this layer. So go to right view. So now press Ctrl D to duplicate. So I want to move. So here I need that lock button. So right click and choose control vertex. So I will adjust this one in Y. So I will select this one and move in Y. So right click and choose object mode. So now we have to go over here. So I will select this node circle and shift select this node circle and shift select this mesh. Go to right view and go to surfaces and choose project curves on surface. Now go to perspective. So press 5 in keyboard. So see here our projection will happen. So I will select this object. Go to surfaces and choose trim tool. So click on anywhere on outside. Don't select the inner holes. So click anywhere on outside and press enter in keyboard. So now we have hole over here. So don't bother about this jagginess. So because when we render, so go to render settings and choose mental ray. So when you render, so the hole will be clean in mental ray. So it will be only shown in render view. So in perspective it will be shows like it has problem, but in render view we have clear hole. See here. So that's enough. So now I want to select this object. Go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select this both object. Before that, select this object, go to right view. So now I want to scale little bit smaller. So press R and scale in mid little bit. So and scale in Z little bit. So like this. Like this. So you want to do for this curve also. Select this curve and go to modify and choose center pivot. So now I want to scale in little bit mid and scale little bit in Z. So I will scale little bit in X. So now go to perspective. So now I select this object, press W and press Ctrl D in keyboard. you want to move in X. So I will select this object and shift select this object and go to surfaces and choose loft. So now you have that one. So now you select this curve and go to surfaces and choose planar. So that means your hole will be clean. So go to lighting and disable the two-side lighting. So that means it will shows the reverse lighting if you have problems. So now I select this curve and press Ctrl D. So now I want to move this one in X. So I will select this one and shift select this one and go to surfaces and choose loft. So I will select this curve and go to surfaces and choose planar. So now we got that button shape over here. So now I select all the object over here, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So select all the nerve circle in your scene using Control, press delete in keyboard. So that means all the nerve circle will be gone. So I will select this object. Now we want to make rename. So this is an side underscore detail underscore, so patch 01. So I will select this one and rename my object. So double click on this object and rename my object as side underscore detail underscore volume btn. So that means button volume underscore btn. So side 01 btn underscore side 01. So you want to rename this one as side underscore detail underscore volume underscore btn front, so 01. So you want to do same thing on this object. So I will double click over here and press Ctrl C to copy the text. So I will double click over here and press V. So this one is, I will choose as lock, LOCK, lock button, and press enter. So double click over here, press Ctrl C to copy the text. So double click over here and press Ctrl V to paste the text. So this one is the, so same lock btn front 01. So now I will select this both object. So select all this object, go to modify and choose center pivot. So I will select this both object and move in X over here. So you want to keep inside of our mesh. So select this both object and move in X. Go to front view. So now I zoom in, you will able to see it will be perfectly aligned or not. So now go to perspective, see here. So now we finished our side details. So I will select this all object and press Ctrl G in keyboard. So that means your all object will be under this group. So I want to rename my object of side underscore detail underscore grp group 01. So now we have front detail, side detail and mobile side panel. So all the things will be organized in my outliner. So I rehide this object. So see here, we got the perfect uh, mobile volume locker and lock button over here. So now we want to make details over here, because here we need camera part, and then here we need that flashlight, so of back part. So I will select the mobile back panel. So I will isolate this object. Before that, I will select this object, right click and choose remove selected object, so and rehide this group. So now mobile side detail will be stay, so I will select the side detail group, right click over here and choose add selected object. Now we have only mobile back panel. So go to edit mesh and choose insert edge loop, so or shift right click over here and choose insert edge loop. So here I want to add insert edge loop over here and then here. So you want to add over here one edge loops. So here we need to make that one. So I will double click on this edge. I will move a little bit further. So right click and choose object mode. So I will select this 4 face. Right click and choose face and select this 3 face over here. Don't select the top part. Now we want to go to edit mesh and choose extract. So expand this group, select this both object, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So when the 2 objects selected, press shift P in keyboard, so that means it will leave the group. So I will select my empty group over here and press delete in keyboard. So I will have these 2 objects. So now I select this object and rename my object of mobile underscore back underscore panel 01. So I will select this object and right click and choose add selected object. So that means our object will be hide in this layer. So now we have this single piece. We want to do same thing on this object. So right click and choose insert edge loop. So you want to add insert edge loop very close over here and very close over here. So very close. So like this. So you want to double click on this edge. So I will move a little bit very close. So insert edge loop. So you want to add over here. You want to do same thing over here. So you want to add multiple edge loops like this. So you want to add multiple edge loops. So right click and choose object mode. So I will select this object. Now we want to go to modify, convert. Here we need to choose sub D to polygons. Poly to sub D option box. Here you need to keep all the way up. So you want to keep the slider all the way up and choose create. So now select the poly to sub D, go to modify, convert and choose sub D to polygons option box. Modify, convert. Here you need to choose sub D to knobs option box. Here you need to choose replace and knobs and choose convert. So it will be converted. So extend this group. So extend this one. So select this sub D to knob shape. Press shift P in keyboard. So when your object selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now we want to apply, right click and choose assign new material and choose Lambert. So it will be clean. So I will close my attribute editor. So now click on this knob circle, so it will automatically created in center of grid. Press E, you want to rotate Z in 90, rotate X in 90, so like this. So go to knob circle, inputs, you want to give sections to 20, so press W and move in Y. So go to front view, press 4 in keyboard, so press R and scale in mid, press W, you want to keep over here, and press R in keyboard, you want to scale in mid, press W, I will move inside. So I want here that camera slot, so press Ctrl D and move this one this side. So press R and scale this one small. So this is our lens part. So go to perspective. So sorry about that, you want to reorganize this one, so I will keep this one this side, keep this one this side like this. So shift right click and choose back view. So now you able to see cleanly. So go to perspective, so I will select this both curve, so you want to move this one in Z, so shift right click and choose back view. So I will, when the both knob circle selected, and shift select your knob shape, so select knob circle 1, control select knob circle 2, and control select the knob shape in outliner. Go to surfaces and choose project curves on surface. Now go to perspective, so check it will be correct or not. So it will be perfect, so I will hide this layer. So now I will select this both object, I will move little bit over here, so that means your projection will be follow. So I will rehide this one and check it will be perfect or not. Okay, so I will hide this one. So now I select my knob shape over here, go to, so press 5 in keyboard to see the shaded mode, go to surfaces and choose trim tool. So click anywhere on outside, don't select the inside, so click anywhere on outside and press enter in keyboard, so it will be perfect. So now I want make duplicate curve over here, so I will clear this history. So select this knob shape, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So select this both knob circle and press delete. So I want to rename this object of back underscore detail. So back underscore detail underscore patch 01. So now right click and choose trim edge, so select this trim edge and shift select this trim edge, go to curves and choose duplicate surface curve, so that means you got duplicated surface curve over here. Press W. So see here our pivot will be in center of grid, so I will select my two duplicated curves over here, go to modify and choose center pivot. So now both the curves selected, press Ctrl D in keyboard and move a little bit further away. So see here you got lot of jagginess, so don't worry. So I will select this one and press delete. So I will select this one and press delete, so you have only two curve. So here you need to rebuild this curve, so I will, when the duplicated curve selected, go to curves and choose rebuild option box. So here you want to reset the settings, so you have number of spans to 20 and choose 3 cubic and choose rebuild, so it will be rebuild perfectly. So you want to do same thing on this one, so select this curve and go to surfaces and choose rebuild option box. So curves and choose rebuild option box. So I will reset my settings and give 20 divisions, so and choose rebuild. So now I select my both nerve circle in outliner using control. So press Ctrl D to duplicate, move little bit inside. So I will select this nerve circle and press R in keyboard. So you want to scale little bit in mid. So you want to do same thing on this nerve circle and scale little bit in mid. So when the nerve circle, this nerve circle selected, shift select this nerve circle and go to surfaces and choose loft. So I will select my surface over here, go to surface and choose reverse direction, so it will be perfect. So select this nerve circle and shift select this nerve circle, go to surfaces and choose loft. So select this surface over here, so you want to select this lofted surface, go to surfaces and choose reverse direction. So now I select all this object over here, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select all my curves here and press delete in keyboard. So don't bother about this jagginess. So when you render in mental ray, so you want to choose mental ray, when you render it will be perfect in your output. See here. So now we want to make camera shape over here. So go to polygons and click on poly cylinder. So press W, you want to move in Y, and press E and rotate in X minus 90. So press R and scale smaller, go to go to back view, press 4 and you want to move over here, press 4 in keyboard and press R and scale in mid and press W, you want to move little bit like this and press R, scale little bit smaller and press W, you want to in Y, in X, go to perspective. So right click and choose this face and press delete. So right click and choose object mode. So I want to center this pivot. So when the object selected, go to modify and choose center pivot. So now I want to press 5 in keyboard to see the shaded mode. You want to move this one in Z, so until it reach that part. So now press Ctrl D and move all the way this side. So go to back view, press 4 in keyboard to see the wireframe on wireframe. Press R, you want to scale little bit mid, so you want to keep like this, press R and scale in mid. So now we want to go over perspective, press 5. See here, you want to rename this all objects. So this one is the back detail patch 01. So this one is the cam underscore slot 01. So before that, in front you want to add back underscore detail underscore cam slot 01. So and press enter. So this one is the back underscore detail underscore, this one is the flash slot 01. So here you need to give back underscore detail underscore cam 01. So this one is the back underscore detail underscore lens 01. So now I select all these objects over here and press Ctrl G to group. So and rename my group of back underscore detail underscore grp 01. So grp, so group 01 and press enter. So see here our pivot will be changed to center of our grid. So in the back detail group selected, go to modify and choose center pivot. So now I re-hide my objects over here. So now we have that mobile model completely. So I don't care about top part, so because it will not cover in our camera view. So if you want that headphone slot and charger slot, you will make it as we did like this in back and side. You want additional that part, you will make exactly where we did on side details. So in this case it will not cover in camera view, so I will leave this one. So I want some logo over here, so I will click on polyplane. So press E in keyboard. I want to rotate this one in -90 and press W and move in Z and move in Y. So I want to give subdivision width and height to 1. So press R and scale smaller. So go to back view, press 4 in keyboard. So I want to keep my logo in this area. So press W like this. So I will give my logo of Z. So I didn't mention any company name. So I will select this edge, I will move in this side, shift select this one and choose extrude and move little bit up. So I will select this edge, shift right click and choose extrude and press W over here. So I will select this edge, so this one over here, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. You want to move in Y, so select this edge, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W and move over like this. So right click and choose object mode. So I want to keep my logo over here, right click and choose vertex. So I will select this vertex and move like this. So I will give my logo name of Z. So I didn't mention any company names. So press 5 in keyboard. So go to shading and choose wireframe on shader. So now you're able to see clearly what we have. So you want to move like this. So now we have exact logo will be placed on back side. So like this. So select this one and move in little bit X. So like this. So now we want to organize our outliner. So I will select my front detail group. So I will select my screen, front panel, front detail group and mobile side panel and side detail group. So I want to delete this one. See here, poly to sub-D option. So I will select this one and press delete. So you want to select all the object, all the groups in outliner. So don't drag and select, so that means it will leave the group. So you want to definitely select your objects in outliner. So you want to select all the objects in outliner and press Ctrl G to group. So I will undo that one. So see here, our logo will be renamed. So I will use this one as logo 01. So now you want to select all the objects and all the group in outliner. So don't select in viewport. So press Ctrl G to group. I want to rename this group of mobile underscore main underscore grp01. So now our scene will be perfectly organized. So I will extend this group. See here, you will be got all the models and all the groups will be perfectly organized over here. So now we complete our modeling part. So in next part we want to texture this one. Click the button to learn part 2 texturing.